Hello. I guess we're live. Thank you for your patience. I kept you waiting for a bit too long. Um, so, yeah, this is the second evening with Streamily where I'm going to be signing some posters that you kindly ordered. There's not many of them. Still, we thought we should organize a proper evening for it instead of Instagram with with a very low audio quality. We should do something crazy, with the great graphics and the whole layout. And my friend here, Venom Snake, who is modding along with Taramore Jay. Yeah, they helped me set everything up, and so yeah, let's go. And so, what's the plan for this evening? So obviously, we're gonna start with signing. This beauty is here. And then there's going to be some, I'm thinking, Q&A for a little bit. And then I invited a very special guest for this evening. A very, very cool guy from my home country, Gabriel Knox, who is an absolutely awesome cosplayer. And he was awesome and made Gromsko suit 100% accurate. And so yeah, I thought, yes, we're gonna have to have a chat about stuff, about the cosplay and gaming and shit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let me switch on my panels with the signing panel because it's very important. Okay. The first person uh, who ordered a poster of Grumsco was Samantha. Samantha ordered this beauty here, designed by absolutely awesome concept artist Alexin Skiba. She is absolutely amazing. So yeah, this beauty, Samantha, goes to you. And you, yes, okay. So thank you so much, Samantha. And yeah, here it is. Boom. Here it is, Samantha. I hope you're here. But yeah, this beauty goes to you very soon. Okay. Now, the second person who ordered this thing. Oh, this is a very special one. Yes. Um, yeah, it's an order from a friend of mine. And this beauty here has been made by Limilo Art. This girl does really really good work, and yeah, she made this especially for me. This is obviously one of the skins of Gromsko. So yeah, and this one goes to a very nice person, Dead on Infill. She goes by this name, and this very thing I'm gonna sign. I'm gonna sign with a very special thing because I was asked to add something special, especially for Dead on Infill, and that's from her friend Ted, Ted Lettle. So yeah, here he goes. The special thing is love. Ted. How wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? Okay, this beauty, Dead on Infill, this beauty is going to you. Okay. Boom. Okay. And another one. No special instructions. And another one, again, an artwork by Alexandra Skiba otherwise. Goes to Shield Maiden 25. Yes, no special request, so here it is, my dear. Shamon! Here it is. Yes. And the next one. Ooh, and the next one is an original artwork of Gromsko, ordered by, yes, this one here, ordered by a very special person who is with us today, which is Jay. So, Jay, my love, this beauty is gonna, yes, land on your desktop soon. Or in your inbox, I should say. And so, okay, and you want me to put some doodle on it. Right, me and doodles, that's gonna be something. Okay, first of all, for and a doodle. Guys, seriously, every time people order doodles, my brain goes like, I don't know. Let's make a Gromsko doodle very quickly. Me and doodling, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry about the quality of the doodle. Yeah. Pew. Hey, Jay. Yeah. Doodle. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, it's going to you. Yes. Thank you so much. Oh. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and the next one. Now that's interesting because the next one has no name on it. I have no idea who I'm ordering it for. I mean, who I'm signing it for. No idea. So, okay, I think Streamily is going to have to handle this very thing somehow. But anyway, let's do this. So, for this person without name, I was supposed to draw cat ears, Gromsko. Right. Right. Okay. It looks rather like, these look like horns of a devil. Okay. Cats. Okay. Right. 17. Okay. Boom. My dear person, whoever you are, I would love to know your name, but this beauty goes to you. Thank you so much. And I can see that we have another order just popped in. Am I right? Okay. Okay. So again, this wonderful artwork by Alexei Skiba, and this one goes to Heather. Okay. Oh, that's so nice. And again, I'm supposed to draw a mini Gromsko. Right. Okay. Okay. Mini Gromsko comes in. This doodle looks like a guy with badly made haircut. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry about this. Okay. Boom. 19. Heather, this thing goes to you, and bad haircut guy is, yeah, oh, this side, yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Right, so at the very moment, I'm afraid we ran out of things to sign. Not many of them, like I mentioned at the very beginning. Still, very cool, and I'm very grateful to you for ordering these. And even if there was one, I would still run this evening because, you know, it is a great thing to share some love and happiness, you know. If I can do something good to you, for you, for all you do for me, it's always my pleasure. So, since we finish, I think, the signing part of this evening, yes, I guess that's it. Now, I think we should stay here for a bit, and you can ask me anything. Let's go with the Q&A part of the evening. So, yeah, put your questions on, and I'll try to. Coffee or tea? First question by Jay. That's interesting because tea is not my favorite beverage, although I like tea. I prefer coffee, black and strong, no sugar, only in the morning. But other than that, I drink water a lot. Yeah. Favorite music? Oh yeah, the previous question: Swagger or Gromsko? You know, yeah, I like myself in the game a lot. But let me tell you something. Me and my mods here, we were thinking of making a video from the game where there would be just Gromsko and Swagger. And I want to say before I go further with my input here, I have no idea who plays Swagger, and I have nothing against this person. Forget about this. Nothing. But the way the Swagger been done with this whole thing and this strange voice of Polish French thing, there is something fishy going on here, and we really wanted to roast this character, not the voice actor. So, but yes, so yeah, obviously I would go for Gromsko all the way. So yeah, Swagger can choke, yeah. Yeah, Marcy's picking side. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me get back to some questions. Yeah. Swagger can choke, right. Favorite music by It's Just Chaotic. Favorite music at the moment. It's hard to tell. I still listen to old school hip hop. And forget about Polish hip hop. It has nothing to do with what I'm thinking about. Old school hip hop, years from 80s and 90s. Because around 1998, the hip hop just went through some very strange transformations, and it started sounding very, I don't know, it lost its flow, I would say. So yeah, my favorite music still is old school hip hop, and I really like rock music. And before you ask, one of my favorite bands, as some of you already know from the Twitter, is Deftones. Shimon, yes. And obviously I like pop music from the 80s because I grew up during this time, and yes, it was all over the place. So yeah, that will be it. What do we got there? What okay, favorite music. What's my favorite meal? Wow. There is so much stuff I like to eat. Let's say, okay, let's go something very ordinary, which is one of my favorites. Chili con carne. Mm. Oh, God, yes. If it comes to soups, for example, tom yum. Oh, God, yes. And I like beef steaks. Mm. Simple, no very strange additives or some bullshit. Just the butter, salt and pepper. Yes. Okay. Hold on a second, because there is too many questions here. Okay. Wait. I've lost them. Okay. Yes. Fortuna, dark coffee without sugar. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Questions. Swagger roast. Yeah, that would be great. Seriously. It's gonna happen. Anyway, it's gonna happen. The swagger roast has to happen. Period. Does Gromsko reflect who I am in any way? Well, I'm not sure. But the way I performed during the recording session, I don't know. There is a lot of me in Gromsko, definitely. I wouldn't say there is much attitude in this character, because it's just Gromsko. You know, he runs around and he does things to people, as rest of the characters. But some of you know, I had to translate a lot of stuff on the spot. Most of the lines, there was like, I don't know, 2,000 lines in the script. It was spread in three, almost four recording sessions, and there is many lines that I had to translate on the spot because word to word, let's say, translation from English to Polish was just ridiculously bad for whatever reasons. So some of the lines were never translated, and I had to do it on the spot. And in many cases, I had to make my own version of things because what the producer proposed in the script didn't make any sense or was losing the flow. So a lot of lines are my own. So I reckon Gromsko has my attitude in those voice lines. Yes, if that answers your questions, Venom. Okay. Question from Nameless Knox. What inspired me to hop onto VA carry? Okay, I obviously I answered this question times before, but I grew up in early 80s, and my dad was a filmmaker and my mom was a film expert. She used to run this film discussion club. So I would spend as a kid, back in the days in Poland, cinemas were packed with people. Absolutely, it was a part of a culture, going to theaters and cinemas. That's how it was. People used to go in culture a lot. But yeah, I would spend almost every day of a week in the cinema after school. And in the workers' hotel where I used to live at with my parents, there was a tiny cinema in the basement that could hold like 50 people. And every weekend they used to show movies, proper movies, nothing silly, proper cinema movies. Oops. So yeah, I was watching movies like crazy, and at some point I've noticed that I get hyped when I hear some cool voices, and obviously, as you can imagine, it all started with obviously Star Wars. And obviously, you know where I'm going with it. James L. Jones as Darth Vader. But some years after, uh, I remember. So yeah, back then I remember that show in the cinema. I was gobsmacked. Seriously, I was sitting there. My mom used to read subtitles for me because I couldn't read that fast. But I was astonished by this guy's voice. And I reckon that was the day when something clicked. I was 7 or 8. Yeah, that was good. That was good. One of those uh, very important moments in everyone's life when something changes and something puts you on a certain tracks because of certain reasons. Yeah. So yeah, I was completely soaked in movies. Absolutely. And then years back, there was other obviously characters from movies that I was thinking, wow, if I would have such voice. But then years after, video games came, as in with a better quality, proper voice acting. And there was a game I'm still in love with. Oh my gosh, by Acclaim Entertainment from year 1999, I reckon, or 98. The Shadow Man. You should look it up. The main character, the protagonist in the game, is voiced by Mr. Red Pepper. Now, REDD Pepper. Look him up and check his voice. Do it now if you would, if you like to. When I heard this voice in the character, that was it. I was like, God damn it. That's the best voice I've ever heard. It was not that it was the best. What is the best voice anyway? It was just fucking astonishing. Astonishing. I was so hyped because of this voice that I had my I was on the university at this time, so I used to use tiny tape recorder all the time. I recorded all the cutscenes from the game, and I learned all of them. I memorized all of them, and I was pretending to do the same voice. Um, Look this game up, or look this guy up. That's amazing. But I'm going to unpack myself a little bit more here regarding this very character, this very gentleman, Red Pepper. He became my idol if it comes to voiceover, voice acting, I should say. And some years passed, Facebook came in, and I started, it just clicked one day that maybe I should look for this guy. I thought I did, and I started sending him messages, not like I wasn't spamming him or anything. Maybe it wasn't the guy because he never replied, but the dream became very much alive of becoming a voice actor from there. And years passed. Me and my family, we moved to the UK, and I started developing myself as a voice actor. And after a couple of years of training and doing stuff and recording things, I produced my own gaming reel, which is gaming demo basically. And I got nominated for it, for the One Voice Award, which was and still is astonishing achievement, I should say, because in 2021 there was 3,000 submittees for the award, and I was lucky enough to be one of the nominees for the award. Obviously there was many categories, but what I want to say here is, I thought, I'm gonna ask. Oh, because I found, but that day I found Red Pepper, and we got sort of befriended on the Instagram, I think. And I asked him. We never had a chat. I asked him whether he's gonna be there by any chance, and he said, "Yeah, dude, my man, I'm gonna be there. I'm picking up an award for Voice of a Legend because of the COVID. Nothing happened." Now, guys, fasten your seatbelts. After all these years of being complete fan of Red Pepper, he was my biggest voice acting inspiration so far. I landed on the awards ceremony, and he was there, sitting at one of the tables, and I told everyone at my table that this is the guy I wanted to meet for the last 22 years. And my friend who helped me to get to the ceremony, she was like, "Oh my God." And I told them quickly the whole story. And they were like, "Holy shit, you should talk to him." But they called him on the stage at some point. And he stood up. There was like 30 tables in this hall. And he stood up. He pushed himself through all the tables. He came to my table to greet me. Yes. So, we slapped fives. We hugged. And off he went. He went through all the tables to greet me. Fucking beat that. That was so cool. And I sat down. I was sweating. I was like, holy shit, what just happened? And I looked around and people were like, said, yeah, and you know it, yeah. So yeah, that's my short story of why I wanted and what inspired me to become a voice actor. So yeah, and sorry I was a bit lengthy with the story, but you had to listen to it. It's if it inspires you in any way to pursue your dreams, you should by all means push towards any dream you have, because it's always your decision what you're gonna do. Everything starts and ends in your head, always, and no one ever can tell you anything. And you should not give a single heck about others' opinions. If you have dreams, you should follow them wherever it takes. With art, obviously harming other people, but I'm just saying, just go for it. There is nothing to stop you. Nothing. And I've heard stories of people who went through shit and they still achieved their dreams, so don't tell me you can't. If I had to, okay, Taramo or Jay, if I had to pick up a favorite operator from Codex and Gromska, um, I like Horangi. I like this guy. Oh yeah. And absolutely, I love Price, and I love Price because of his voice. Yeah, can you tell? Yeah, yeah. Obviously, Ghost and Soap, and oh yeah, Klaus. Klaus is awesome. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Klaus. I have to check my Instagram. You guys have to check voice actor or gentleman who voices Klaus in Call of Duty. If you don't know who he is, okay? Um, Let me find him. His name is Victor Prati. He's Italian. Check his profile on Instagram. I never met this guy. We've chatted quickly on Instagram. I've never met him. But Mr. Prati is one of those people that you could meet in your life that would put you on the right track. Shall you be in a place of moaning on your life and about shit that has nothing to do and about shit that is completely unimportant in life. Check his profile. Mr. Prati has very, very disabled son. And things he do with his son are so heartwarming. I'm his huge fan. When I found out who he is, it's amazing. Heartwarming. Just lovely, lovely. What a guy. What a guy. Seriously, such an inspiration as a guy, as a dad. Absolutely fantastic guy. So yeah, Klaus all the way. No doubt about it. Okay, what else? Oh, Zane the Pain. Hello, my love. Good to see you here. Um, okay. Charlie, the astronaut. Yes, you love my mug. Thank you. Thank you. I love it too. It's just chaotic. Favorite old school movie? Goonies. Pff, I can watch Goonies there and back all day, every day. I mean, because I grew up around cinema and watching movie shows, I can watch. I watched most of my favorite movies dozens of times. The whole series of James Bond. My God. And Star Wars. Indiana Jones series. And Goonies. Those were the really good days if it comes to cinema. There was no bullshit there. Yeah, Scarface. My God, so many movies. Yeah, but first shot, Goonies. I love this movie to bits. Yeah. Uh, oh, a question by Nameless Nox. Did you learn any iconic voices? If so, how many of them you can do? I haven't. No, I've not been. I wouldn't say voices. One of the voices that I learned and I can perform very good was voice of actually the Shadowman or Michael Lois in the game by Red Pepper. I could pretend his voice perfectly. Yes, I still can, I guess. But my throat is a bit sore today, as you can hear probably. So it's going to be a bit more I'm not sure if I could perform Red Pepper. Anyway, yes, that's the only voice I learned how to imitate. And before that, I would rather imitate sounds because I was so in love with voices and sounds. I would perform different sounds because of the Police Academy series. I was also in love with the voice of, or rather, skills of Mr. Michael Winslow. Uh, so I learned at some point to do police siren, the police car siren, and I was making fun of people on the school bus. Yeah, I was pretending a police siren, and people would jump onto the windows to check if the police are going or just passing over, or it was fun. So yeah, but not much voices in my throat at the moment that I could imitate good enough. I can do voices where it's my voice but different tones and attitudes and stuff, easy. But yeah, that was just one person. Uh, Question by Charlie the astronaut: what game/project would you want to be involved in someday? Interesting. I would love to be one of the main characters, and or a main character in a game similar to, hold on a second, what just came out? Part 3. Jesus Christ, my brain doesn't work. My God, hold on a second. I completely forgot the name of the game. What? My gosh, what is the name of this game? Baldur's Gate. My God, yes, Baldur's Gate. Obviously, I would love to be one of the main characters in a campaign of Call of Duty. Ooh, oh God, main characters, or perhaps some part-time character in the game. Yes, it's gonna happen anyway. It's gonna happen. I last year I voiced a couple of characters for upcoming video games, huge AAA titles, and one I cannot say yet, but in one of the games, I am a completely unhinged psychopath. Yeah, and the other game, I'm a war commander, and I'm guiding my army on the battlefield. That's gonna be cool. Lara screaming there, I can tell you that. Jesus Christ, those were the highest, the hardest sessions I've ever went through. God, Jesus Christ, that was tough. Yes, but there's so many games I would love to voice as a main character. Shit. Yeah, it's gonna happen anyway, sooner or later. Um. Uh, what else is there? Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? Is there anything I wish I have done differently in my life? The place I am now is the place I am supposed to be. So, whatever happened in my life guided me to this very time and place. But there are obviously certain things that I wish I did, but I never did. Yes, yes. But if there's anything I could do different, my goodness, shitloads of things. As a teenager, chatting up girls and stuff. Oh my gosh, come on. Many things could go different way. Yeah, but if it comes to more practical, important stuff, no, it is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, yeah. And I have to jump out of this thinking spot and remembering because it brings me to a spot I don't want to be at. So yeah, that's it for this. I have to. It's gonna have to do for the answer. Hope you don't mind. Um, what else? Um, what is your favorite type of character to portray when it comes to VA? Interesting. I could be a badass detective, which actually I am in a game that is still in progress of becoming live, I should say. Yeah, yeah, I could be a badass detective and some fighter, a soldier, psycho. I do psychos very good. Yes. Okay. Um, mm, what else is there? That's little high. Good to see you here. Um, um, uh, Niam here. Oh, hi. You have to tell me, Niam, you have to tell me how the training went because you think you did that. What I've sent you, yes. Um, okay, no more questions here. Okay. That's a good one. Okay, let me just check if anything else popped in. No, okay. Favorite animal? Oh, that's a good question. Dogs, absolutely. I have not much things against cats, for example, but they are so. They do not cooperate as dogs do. So, yeah. I always had dogs, so. But if you guys are a cat persons, people, it's okay. I'm fine with that. Um, am I ever thinking of coming back? Yeah, I'm gonna visit Poland at some point. I haven't been to Poland for almost 5 years now. Excuse me. Um, if I visit Poland, it's just to visit my family. So most of the times I do not travel around Poland. Yeah, I do not fancy going to Poland. Exactly because of Nameless Knox said before this whole evening started. The attitude. Oh no, actually that was Taramore. The attitude, unfortunately, of my natives is just no. I can't stand it at times. With all due respect to those who can actually behave more civilized, and Poland is depressing indeed, as I can see. Uh, mm, okay. Zodiac sign. I'm Sagittarius. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Mas, tell me one game or series, and I will draw you in this. Okay. Okay. Let's say. Uh, what would it be? Street Fighter. Let's go. Okay. What else? Yeah. There's this thing. I love my country. I love my country. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Comparing to the UK, my goodness. Come on. It's gorgeous. But the attitude of people, no. No. Absolutely no. Uh, okay. Um, what else is there? Yeah. Okay. hmm Okay. What time it is? Mm. Okay, so I think now I'm going to ask you a quick question. If you have your dreams that you would like to achieve, what inspires you to keep on going? Tell me. Or maybe in some to put it in some other words. Um, what keeps you motivated? I want to know. Money. Cool. That's fair enough. People like me. Thank you so much. That's a great thing, Nameless Knox. You want to be better. You want to be better you every day. Good. The journey, the challenge, the risk. Yes. Where was it? This line from Don Quixote. The way is better than the inn. Yes, that's right. Your children. Oh, yes, definitely. My children, that's the highest ranking human beings in my life. There is nothing more important to me. Yes, 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 my family inspires me immensely to do things the way I do them. Okay. Uh, have I ever burned out as a VA? Yes. Actually, at the end of last year, I was completely out of it. Seriously. Oh my gosh, yes. I was so tired from all sides, physically, mentally. Gosh, that was horrible, horrible. Yeah. But I have to tell you something. I've learned one important thing because and this thing happens to all the professionals, uh, like voice actors, singers, whatever it would be. You start doubting yourself at some point, especially the beginners. They start sending auditions and stuff, and they think about every single one of those. What happened? Why didn't they call back? And so on and so on. So I've learned at some point that when you send the audition, you should send it and forget about this. Absolutely, because it melts your brain. Yeah, but so this never happened to me. But the last of the or the ending of the last year was just horrendous. Shit, I wasn't in the best spot. Seriously. Um, okay. Uh, yeah. Oh, Zane, that's so nice of you. I'm really grateful that I can be the person who motivates you. That's good. That's good. I'm happy. Thank you. Money is a great motivator, all right. Yes, indeed. What else? Good. The constructive criticism. Yes, it's okay. Yes. You want to become someone you dreamed of being as a kid. Interesting. Yeah. People who don't believe in you and you want to make them mad that you prove them wrong. Don't. Don't go this way. Don't go this way. No, you cannot do anything in life out of revenge or. I know how it feels. I was maybe a different subject, but I was bullied at school, and it made me so angry for many years. But then I realized that I lost so much precious energy thinking of this bullshit. Guys, pardon my language, but you should go by no fucks given about others' opinions. Seriously. Opinions other people have on you have nothing to do with you. They cannot harm you, to be honest, and do anything to you. Remember, how you react on things that happen around you is always your decision. So if you get hurt by someone's words, it's because you decided to get hurt. That's how it is. So don't do anything out of revenge or a need to show them that they were wrong. No, no, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. All the way. Charlie the astronaut. It's hard to find motivation, yes. But if you're in a state of looking for a motivation, do one step at a time. One day after one day after one day. Don't go too much further because you're going to lose the sight. Seriously. Just step by step, tiny steps, and it's going to be fine. And by the way, every one of you, you should be very grateful for who you are and where you are. And for many things in your life. There's thousands of things you can be grateful for every day. Many things. So always, before you go to bed, be grateful for something. Put it down on the paper. And among those things, I always say that, among those things, put something that you wish to happen with you or to you. But being grateful means that it's already happened, even if it didn't. But your subconscious mind is like a huge brewery. Whatever ingredients you give it, it's going to make a brew off of it sooner or later. So give your subconscious mind only good informations. Always. And if you talk in first person that something is wrong with you, that sick, you're unhappy, and you hate this and that, that's exactly what's going to come back to you. Always. And it's no magic. That's how it works. Okay. Okay, what else is there? Yes, Niam. I'm sorry you got bullied at school too. Yes, I know how it feels. But you know what? Let me tell you, it's not out of. I was revengeful, very. Oh God, oh God. And the guy who bullied me most turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful person. Absolutely loving dad. Great businessman. And it was just because he was acting the way he acted, just because his dad was a complete cock. He treated him like shit. That's what happens in most of the cases if it comes to bullies. Bullies are kids who have hateful dads or moms. Yes, that's what it is. You should be sorry for those people, for them bullies. Because sooner or later they're gonna pay for it by their own pace. Seriously. Okay. Okay, guys, it's 7 o'clock. We should end the Q&A session now. Thank you so much. Karma, indeed. Thank you so much for your questions. And now it's time to my guest. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna make a short break. I'm gonna set myself up with my guest, and we're gonna have a chat about stuff. Oh, he's coming back in a minute. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Grab yourself a cup of tea, water, beer, or whatever you're drinking. And we'll be back with you in 5. Okay. I think we're in. Just let us
Yeah,
know.
we are
Let
there.
us know if we can hear us.
I hope they can.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
hello everyone.
Guys.
Hi.
Yes. Face reveal. Yeah, I've noticed that on Twitter. People were asking Gabriel here to show
Yeah.
his
Oh
face.
my
So this is how this
god.
is my wonderful guest,
This
Gabriel.
is literally me. Hello. Hi.
Yes. Yes. By going by name, nameless Knox here. So yeah, that's the guy, and that's the gentleman who was who was so good to do Gromsko costume, and he does cosplay of Gromsko like no one else. I kid
Thank you
you
very much.
not. Fucking hell.
Yeah, dude.
God,
This costume is complicated, but yeah, fuck, I did it. Yeah.
great, great. If you, any of you, haven't seen Gabriel's cosplay, you should check him on Instagram.
Yep.
And
Everything is there and on my Twitch. Sorry, X. Twitter.
yeah, check him up, guys, because some of the pictures he recently published on Instagram, for example, and or Twitter, are just gobsmacking. Seriously, the quality and the scenery and everything. So, because of this very fact that Gabriel made such a great Gromsko costume, I invited Gabriel to join me on in February on Anime and GameCon in London. So
That's true.
is if any of you here are from the UK or perhaps Ireland or Wales, or you could travel to London, just join me because we're gonna spend the whole 2 days there. It's gonna be busy. I have no idea what the exact plan is, but oh
But we'll be there
yes,
with guns.
Sites is gonna be the well. Okay, so we have one person who's gonna be there. All
Hey,
right.
cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have my own stand. I'm gonna sell some merch over there. Obviously, posters and or selfies with me or Gabriel, obviously because it's Grumsco guy.
Of course.
So yes. Okay, so first question, Gabriel. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to not to make it too complicated. So obviously,
Yeah.
but
Let's do this.
yeah, let's go with the flow. So, what did it came from? The love for cosplay. I always because
Oh,
I started thinking at some point, so many cosplayers I can see on Instagram, and so many of your friends are cosplayers too. And I saw your pictures on Instagram going to all those game cons, PerCon, and so on and so on. And so many of them, such a wonderful cosplayers. My gosh, how did it happen? Tell me.
yeah, dude. Like, it's a simple story. I was a kid, and I just really like to dress up as a fictional characters, just to be somebody else out of this miserable place and just play as them. And then I found out that other people also like to do it. So I just went in and started cosplaying because it brings me very much happiness, and I meet so amazing friends on the cons. So this is just amazing, lovely place. So I love it.
Great. This is a good reason to do stuff like that, isn't it?
Yep.
So, because it's a similar thing I feel with fans of Grumsco because it makes me really happy the fact that I can interact with those people, and
Mm-hmm.
most of them I never met like in real life. One actually, yes, and I hope it's gonna happen sometime in the future during one of those game cons. Actually, I'm actually in the middle of discussions about going abroad to a couple of places. So
And that's
maybe
really
there's gonna
good
be much
thing.
more.
Yeah.
There's gonna be much more chances to meet people.
You should visit Perkon though. Uh, Just talk to them. You're a Polish voice in the worldwide. So it's
Yeah,
a
I'll
great
try.
idea,
I'll
though.
try. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. I'm gonna try next time, perhaps. So yeah, and tell me, because obviously I understand that if it comes to the costume of Gromsko in this case,
Yeah.
it's not very cheap, is it, to put it all
Of
together?
course, it's not like any cosplay I do. It's not very cheap because I really want to keep it professional and good looking. Because it's easy to do cosplay like with 200 Polish zloty, but it will not look very good. And I really try to make it look good and one to one with the screen. So you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So the Gromsko was around three, 3.5K Polish zloty. So
Shamon. I
yeah,
understand
that's
the
a lot of
commitment.
money. Yeah, yeah, and a lots of things are still coming for this costume because there's so much small things that it's hard to get, and you just have to find the items on the internet in the various places and just have money for that. So I can imagine that it will end around 4K. So yeah, Beta, it's worth it. It is.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the same case in Poland, but in the UK, there are places, USA also. I'm not sure about the rest of the countries around the world, but there are places like surplus shops, where they sell overproduced or old army stuff. Yeah, so and it's very cheap because I bought shitloads of stuff from the shop that's in my town. It used to be in my town, so
Yeah. That's where I get lots of stuff for my cosplays because it's cheaper than on the
yeah.
fabric made stuff. But still, it's very hard to find certain things. The things that they're using for Call of Duty cosplays and the designs, they're usually redesigning the items, so you cannot really find one-to-one item or a
No,
piece.
no, no.
So
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
So that's the issue.
Yeah, and that's because that was very much. I'm still am. I still am in military stuff. I like the thing. I like survival knowledge, and I learned lots of about survival. And I love army clothing. Actually, should be used when you're in the army. I'm not sure if I told you. I work with the gentleman because I still have full-time job, guys. If you didn't know, yes. Apart from voice acting and running my audio production company, I have a full-time job also, and I, if you want to know, restore very, very expensive wooden furniture, like oaken tables that cost a couple of grand each, pounds. I said, yeah. Anyway, there's only two of us in my department. And the gentleman I'm working with is from Czech Republic, and he's ex Spetsnaz. He used to be a part of elite part of paratroopers. In Czech army, there's paratroopers, and there is special unit like SAS of paratroopers. So he used to be, let's say, Czech SAS member. And he told me about the army clothing and stuff. He told me the first thing, all of them from his crew, there was like 20 of them only. The first thing they done when they got discharged from the army after they finished their career, they dropped every single piece of clothing and they chuck it in the bin. People that been in the army just hate it. But if it comes to us, amateurs, we can have fun with it, can't we?
Yep. It's
But
still better quality than clothes in the shops nowadays.
yeah, I actually, I was checking some time ago. I wanted to buy a backpack, a military backpack, like 3-day pack. Nothing huge, like
Mhm.
50 liters, and there's, my goodness, there's shitloads of stuff on the market that you can buy, and some of them look like the original produced from some factory, but at some point I went to a site by Camelback. Okay, a simple backpack made by Camelback cost £500 and more. Come on. It's just a
Yeah,
backpack, but that's how it is. So yes, yes, cheaper stuff is it's a go. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Um, what other cosplay do you do? I saw recently, but yes, just show off here. Come on.
Let's just introduce to the people, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, recently I did Kane from League of Legends, like Heartsteel Kane. I did, of course, it was my first Call of Duty cosplay, Ghost. So yeah, like Nightmare. I did Liu Kang. I have also Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen and other cosplays I probably forgot about because it's been a while since I been wearing them. So there's a lot. There is a lot. But right now my main cosplay is Gromsko, Ghost, and probably to be like Heartsteel Kane. So that's it.
Nice. And
Yeah.
expensive also, eh? Not
Yeah.
as much,
Thank you.
probably.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it is what it is. Dreams cost money at times, yes, but it's okay. It's okay. That's
Yeah.
great, man. I really admire your passion. It's
Thank
cool,
you.
and I can understand the fact that it's so wonderful where you can meet like-minded people.
Yeah.
It puts you in the right places when you do that. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, like cosplays helps you go out without feeling like it's you. You can pretend you're somebody else in better place. So it really helped me out when I was in dark places before. So right now I have beautiful friends. They're amazing, and I'm so glad that I did into cosplay like a few years ago. I'm really better person now. So you
Great.
guys should try it. Yeah.
Great. This is cool. This is the best outcome of such things.
Yeah,
If it made you a better person and it helped you
of course.
coming out from a dark place, yeah, great, great.
Yep.
Um, I had the question. How many languages do you
I'm
speak?
worse. Um, of course English.
Yeah,
Of course Polish. I'm learning Japanese now.
Japanese.
I know how to read the Russian. I learned German, but I don't really like German.
I love German.
Uh,
Oh
I don't.
gosh. Yeah,
I
yeah, I
don't.
know what you
It's
mean. I know what you mean.
yeah.
Almost 90% of people I ever met, and they were asking me what languages do I speak. When I told them German, they were like, "Ugh, I don't like German, you know. Um, I mean, I haven't been using German for a long years now. I would need to spend a week or two in Germany to get back on the track with it. But yeah, I used to speak Russian when I was younger. Obviously, behind Iron Curtain, Russian was the thing everyone had to learn, whether
Yep.
you liked it or not. So yeah,
Exactly.
and
That's why a
because
lot of
yeah,
yeah. I just want to say that that's because of that. Lots of people now in Poland they know Russian instead of English, so that's the main issue there.
and to be honest, if no, no, I mean us Polish, learning languages for us is a piece of cake, because Slavic languages, especially Polish language in this case, is one of the most hardest language there are. Amongst the rest of the languages, it's humongously hard to learn for native English, for example. It's just they can't understand how it works, the grammatic construction and everything.
Yeah,
But because we have speech apparatus so much developed to speak out Polish language, we can learn any language very easily, which is
yeah,
great. That's why, yes, German, Japanese, French, and so on and so on, piece of cake.
yeah, like just like that, you know.
Not like that, but it's much easier for us to learn the pronunciation because,
Yep,
yeah.
exactly.
And if it comes to Japanese, I used to learn Japanese because I used to be a martial art instructor
Mm-hmm.
back in the days for 20 years, more than 20 years. Yes, I used to train Kyokushin karate, and because of that, I used to go to international training camps, and those training camps used to be run by a Japanese crew from Uchideshi from Japan. Yes, a very painful martial art. Full contact karate is
It's painful, right?
it is,
Yeah.
but Japanese, yes, I love Japanese. It's just, and yeah,
Yeah.
our friend here, Nayam. Although I still don't understand Nayam why I should pronounce your name Nayam instead of Neve. But yeah, she's learning Scottish Gaelic. Gosh, respect, girl. That
This
that
is
language is just what? Yes,
yeah.
Scottish Gaelic. Oh my God, respect.
Scottish in general, but this respect, yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned that you used to work or you still work in IT sector.
I used to, but I really want to go back there. I've been working for CD Projekt Red before as a art QA analyst, and
Shimon.
I worked, yeah, and I worked for Gwent, the Witcher card game. Maybe you know this.
Yeah.
And if you don't, there was just a bit of me in the cyberpunk, and I've got my plague. Yeah, CDPR.
Damn. That's cool.
But yeah, but sadly I was laid off with all the layoffs that's been happening recently in the industry. So I am right now just searching for my biggest comeback in my life. So yeah,
Cool. Do it
yep.
if you like it.
I'm in the middle of the talks with the other company, and this time I applied for quest designer. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Do it. It's gonna be good.
Yep.
Um. What time are you arriving on the 17th of
On the
February?
17th.
That's
You
17th.
know,
Yes. Or are
you
you arriving
know,
on Friday?
we're arriving on no on Thursday actually. I'll be there
Really?
on Thursday.
Are you
Yeah.
going to the whole thing?
Yep. Yep. We are with my friends, and
Lucky
we'll be.
bastard. I was supposed to do
Yep.
the same because they told me that. Are we? Yeah, guys, we're talking about the anime and GameCon in London next month.
Yeah.
They told me that if I want to go for the whole thing, but I have kids and stuff going on, so I had to compress the whole thing for myself. But dude, yeah, that's great.
Yep.
Oh, so much stuff going on. Have you downloaded the app?
No, no, I haven't. I didn't know that there's one actually.
There's an
So
app
I'll do it.
by Anime and Gamecom, and there is the whole schedule for each day, what's what and when, and so on.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm not
Epic.
there
Yeah.
anywhere, but I've
But
but they informed me that
they'll be adding you or not. They should, because you're a very cool guy. So they must add you.
yeah, they informed me that I am gonna have my own stand and from this time, and but yeah, 2 days will suffice.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. I need to download the app so I will know what's happening. Because probably there's a lot of stuff happening there.
Okay, what time is it? Another question. Um, do you travel abroad for game for such parties, for such events, or just in Poland?
I did only once in my life. It's been like year ago. To the UK for Star Wars Celebration actually.
Hmm.
Maybe you guys know that's a thing apparently. Um, and there has been a ceremony for me in my costume club because I applied to the Polish garrison like Legion 501st, and they accepted my costume, and they was like, yeah, here is your certificate. So we're having it in London, and that was very amazing thing. So yeah,
Wow.
That was my first time abroad by myself without anyone guiding me around the city. So very stressful one, but at least I remember how to like move around the London.
No, you don't.
It's very similar to Warsaw,
Oh,
honestly.
yes, obviously.
Like,
Warsaw is humongous also. But every time I go
yeah.
to London, now I know my ways if I go to studios.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
example,
You just have to travel.
last year I went to Liquid Violet studio. My God, I took my daughter with me because it was, summertime and the school was closed, obviously. I took her with me. And my God, we had to travel to Chinatown. And
I've been there.
Chinatown was so busy that
Yeah.
when we arrived at the studio, I had to sit down for 10 minutes. Excuse me. Because what happens if I'm outside with my kids? I turn vigilant mode and I have to check every single person that passes us or is
Oh
looking
yeah.
at us.
You're suspicious.
No,
Very,
I'm just
very
very
suspicious.
careful because I've been to
Yeah.
places and I've seen shit I
Yeah.
would never anyone that I would never want anyone to go through. And seriously, it's so easy these days to get harmed. So I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, my favorite was my wife always tells me that you should loosen your facial muscles a little bit when you go to school, for example, or go to through the town with kids, because your face says, "I'm gonna fuck you up." I have
What's the
face like I
problem
want,
though?
I said, no, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, she goes, yeah, you do. You have such face that people just go around. I said, see, everyone's safe. My kids are easy. Nothing
Yeah.
happens. It's okay. And I'm not the tiniest
Yeah.
person ever, apart from that. So it works
Yeah.
good. But London, gosh, if you don't know how to get to places, Jesus Christ, it's terrible, terrible. I
Yeah.
would never move to London for in a million years. Period. I hate places like that. How can you live in such? How can you live in such place? Because when I travel to work, it takes me 10 minutes, right there and back, easy. And I work my hours, obviously, and I'm back home when I finish. I'm back home 10 minutes after. But in London, you have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours to work. Come on. It's like spending your whole goddamn day at work. Where is life?
Yeah.
This is fucked up. That's not the way people should live. No. Okay,
Exactly.
now, uh, my dear guests, now is your time to ask Gabriel questions.
You're magic, guys. I'm waiting. There
Gabriel.
was a question for you, actually,
Yes.
Mas, on the
Yes.
chat. Will there be any time that you'll be or trying to wear a Gromsko cosplay?
That would be interesting. I should try. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
remember?
I still haven't got my boots. But
No worries.
nonetheless, yes, we should do it. We should do it.
Yeah. Fuck yes.
Yeah, and
I
we
will do
should do it and
pictures.
take shitloads of pictures. And I would go
Yeah.
around and use my gorgeous voice lines.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
going to be amazing. Fuck.
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. We're gonna,
Yeah,
guys,
we
keep you
need to.
posted. This is gonna be crazy good.
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
be like
my dear
recording
people,
videos. Yeah.
Gabriel is all yours.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm here, guys. Just ask whatever you want.
Oh, now it's the
Waiting for.
consternation. Oh my God, he's been asked everything already. What should I ask him?
Oh, Tala, both of you.
I'm
I'm the
6'3".
shortest. I'm I don't know how it's in
Cool.
UK.
Okay, tell me how
Uh,
much.
centimeters,
Yeah.
like 173.
That's a fairly good thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
172. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the shortest. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What do you got next in store? What do you mean in store?
Like, what did you
Like,
prepare for the future? Have you anything for the
oh
future?
yeah, I have a few cost plans. I have a few cost plans on my list, and for this year it's Moon Knight. From Moon Knight series, it will be Mr. Knight and Moon Knight. You know the difference. It will be Higgs from Death Stranding, the Golden Skeleton guy. Maybe you know
Shit.
him. Yeah, and if you don't, just check it out. It's a very good game.
Yeah, actually,
Uh,
this game, I don't know. I don't understand this game. It's
oh,
creepy, you know.
how many hours did you play?
No, I haven't played. I haven't played, but I watched. I'm watching. I'm following this guy on YouTube, the Rad Brad. Some of you probably know him already. He does really good gameplays, and
Mm,
he doesn't speak during the game. I mean, he does obviously in certain ways, but he's not like some of the YouTubers are driving me crazy. The whole fucking episode, they go like, "Oh, I'm gonna go." That's fucking hell. Come on, it ruins everything. But yeah, Rad Brad, and I watched the whole gameplay from the beginning to the end, and it's I don't know. The atmosphere is puts me in a strange place. You know, it's
yeah,
like what the
I
heck? It's sick. It's I don't know,
yeah. It's,
uncomfortable. Yeah, that's the right word to use.
I will just say one thing, Mas. It's all about the connection. You just have to get through it by yourself with your own thoughts, and then you'll find the meaning behind it.
Maybe that's
There's
what it
also a
is.
book. There's also a book if you like to.
The
So
book, interesting. Maybe.
yeah, it's written by Hitori Nojima. Um, Hideo Kojima. No coincidence. Like yeah, he wrote this,
Perhaps.
and you should read it. It adds very much to the background. So very good universe. It's
Wow.
just like it's been a journey for me and my soul and my thoughts when I played it. So maybe it's just about the time you play it.
The thing about me playing anything is that I don't have much time.
You can always watch. There is a version without any commentary, just the main storyline that just goes, and
Hmm.
you should try it. I think.
Hmm. Interesting. But yeah, but this watching it was like, oh god, this is uncomfortable. What's going on there? You know. Oh. But yeah, but it's a cool game indeed. Yes. But
Yeah.
okay. Uh,
Okay.
questions.
More questions. Wait. Okay.
What was
This
your
one's
first
answered.
cosplay?
My first cosplay. Oh my god! It was. Do you guys know Silmarillion? Like the stories from Tolkien?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I did a cosplay of Morgoth. It was my first cosplay ever. Like ever
No
in my life.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like 15.
Wow.
I was like 15.
Dude, such a huge fan of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, same.
Dude, I got it when I started when I soaked in it at some point back in the days. I started I got in contact with Elvish Linguistic Fellowship, and I started gathering language data about Elvish languages, and I was learning those languages, and I still have back at home in Poland the whole, many pages. It looks like a huge book of dictionary of Quenya and Sindarin, and my goodness, all the languages apart from dark speech, not much stuff about this. But I was so crazy that I tattooed my forearm with Sindarin, a piece of war cry from one of the parts of uh, Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
that's so cool. That's
Yeah,
so cool. Amazing.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So, dude, I feel you.
yeah,
Yes.
it was a big hyperfixation for me.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
honestly, I found a English book with like original language there. And from this book, I learned English actually because I always had a problem with reading and understanding. And I just read everything at the beginning. I didn't understand much. But then I just went like in and it clicked in my brain. And that's why I know English now.
You know why? You know why? This is the
Now,
this is the thing with human mind. If you're relaxed, if you like something, the knowledge comes in very easily.
yeah.
If you struggle learning things at school, is because it's at school and you're getting pressed, you know, to achieve fucking grades and shit, and it never. In many cases, it doesn't go good. I know. I feel you. See, seriously. But yeah, it was a great
Mm,
way to learn language. Easy.
yep. Exactly. Okay, more questions though. Um, do I see anything there? Hold up. Okay, what is your dream position in the IT world, or the dream company do you want to work for? Honestly, I always wanted to be a VFX artist because I know the magic. I know my tools, I know my stuff, but it's so much to learn that it will take me a while. And I really want to go back to CDPR because this is where my heart is. That's just it. I just want to go back to my people. So I'm just patiently waiting and trying to be better and better. So I'm worth the company, you know.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, any questions though? Sasuke was which? This one I answered in my second cosplay. But I was like, I don't know, 16, 15. So it wasn't very a cosplay though. I just was dressing. Uh, I think there is no more questions.
Okay, so if there's no more questions,
Yeah.
we're gonna. Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There is one. There is one. Grumskull's helmet. How you made it? Um. Okay, so just imagine like a helmet you have, right? And there are like a Velcro all over the helmet. I just made a construction with other Velcros and material, and then I just sewed up all the pieces of the material with the camouflage, for the Heka camouflage, and just stick it
Oh,
out to the
dude.
helmet.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude. You said Heiko camouflage. This.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I know my shit.
dude. This is
I
so
know.
good because people were going around saying it's ghillie suit. It's not ghillie suit.
It's not.
It's Heiko, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, exactly. Like ghillie suit is you're literally a tree.
Yeah.
And with Hakel, it's just a material that resembles the camouflage you're wearing right now.
Yeah, but Heiko, you actually, I've spoken with my man that I work with Radim. He told me about this. He told me the whole thing about Heiko camouflage. You should stitch up things to it because he used to be a sniper also. So they had to sometimes hide in the forest for 2 weeks not to get spotted. And they used to put things on the Heiko camouflage. And what does it came from, the name? Do you know?
Sadly not, but you can tell me.
Okay, so Heikos used to be mythology, Slavic mythology creatures living in forests, and
Hmm.
my friend actually told me about it in more specifically and more in depth, because all the mythologies, all the creatures were always, in most of the cases, the very beginning of each creature was someone went into the forest, for example, in this case, saw something, got scared shitless, went out, started writing about it or making pictures about it, and obviously to make it more significant for others, they had to add some shit on those characters, and made them mythology. I mean, mythical creatures, because they couldn't understand, people couldn't understand that there is something else in the forest apart from them. And Heikos They used to call creatures that used to live in forests, and those people back in, it was like thousands of years ago, those people were actually Neanderthals still living in those places. And they never made contact with sort of more civilized human beings, as in Homo sapiens. And they couldn't speak, those creatures, those people couldn't speak, and they used to shout at each other. So that's why in Czech mythology they used to call them Hejkals, because they used to how he put it? They used to hejk, which is oni hejkali, which is means they shouted at each other, in between each other, with hey, hey, and that was the only sound they could make to put their attention on themselves, or to communicate. So people used to call them hejkals because they used to hejk, which is shout. That's where it came from. And obviously, as a mythical creatures, those are people, covered in some, greenery and some, because they were covered in hair, in most of the cases, long hair, long beards and shit. And most of those hair were covered in some moss in many cases because of the way they used to live in those forests. That's how it was. People obviously added fucking branches to it to make it more scary. So Hejko camouflage comes from this very thing. That's it from me. Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, so now I think we're going to make a short break. And we're gonna be back in a second. All of us together. Me, Gabe, and my two wonderful mods here, Taramore and Venom Snake. Give us 3 minutes and we're right back with you. And we're back.
Yeah,
We
I'm back.
Hello,
back.
hello, hello.
Hello.
What's up?
So, my lovelies here. So, obviously,
hi.
you know Gabriel already, and this is Venom Snake and Taramore, aka Jay. So, and now we're gonna have just some easy chat about whatever. So, if you, my lovelies, want to add something from yourself in the chat, just go for it. And yeah. So,
Well, first of all, it's a very good thing to see a lot of people from other communities here. I see a lot of familiar names in the chat, which it's a good thing. It's always about the people. It's always about the
yes.
connection.
Yes, this
as
is all about people. Yes, I love it.
exactly. Yeah. So networking and getting to know people.
Yeah.
It's I think as streamers, we all streamers now. You're welcome to the club. Mark,
Yeah,
by
by
the
the
way.
way, this is my first stream ever.
Yeah,
And you're doing great.
You're doing amazing.
Crazy, crazy, my God.
yeah. I think you're writing history, man, tonight.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah.
Yeah. It took you a while, but I think
to join Twitch, yes.
yeah.
I would do it earlier, but there was not enough time, You know. So many things. I have my fingers in many different pies, and it was just unbelievably difficult to find time for it. But when there is will, where there is will, there are ways, I'm thinking.
And where there's Jay,
and with the right people here, anything's possible in this case.
I honestly, I'm very happy for you. I told you this on the podcast when we had you on the podcast before. I think you have the charisma and the energy and
and beard, yeah.
Yeah. And beard. I think because usually it's, I mean, from my perspective at least, I think those who can motivate others should be recognized more, especially on social media, whether they're streaming or they're interacting with people. Or I think it's great power that you have in your hands when you have the ability to motivate people and have that kind of change in their lives.
Like like I mentioned at the very beginning of this evening, I've been to dark places when I was younger, and I know years after I put it in the right order what was missing during those days. The compassion, friendship, care, love, and so on. And I know that from my point of view, I will never, ever, ever allow, for example, my kids to go through such stuff, And I know how it feels, to be, in the dark places. And if I see, and besides, I mentioned that before, Jay, and, what happened in my life, one of the most significant, things that happened in my life, which I'm not going to talk about now. Absolutely not. And it caused me to be more aware of the way people talk and what they write and so on, and how people interact with you. So since I'm Grumsco, since I got a fan base growing all of a sudden, and people reaching out to talk about whatever, I always used to say that you just if there's anything you want to talk about, if there's no one you have that you would love to talk to, just get in touch, because we can always have a quick chat about stuff. And I learned also how to help in case of, for example, mental health, because I'm a qualified mental health first aider. So in many cases, my ability to talk, sorry, openly with people without any, without being suppressed or whatever. This ability, I realized that I have to use it, to connect with people. And since I'm Gromsko again, I made Gromsko for the players, and if it makes them, good and happy and they can interact with the guy who voices Gromsko, this is the coolest thing ever, And some people ask me, was it Dan Allen, perhaps? Or Lloyd Beck? I still can't remember. It was Dan, I think. He asked me whether I did it or to represent my country. Fuck no. I didn't do it to represent my country, I did it for the players. It was for them, And since so many people spend hours in the game, and many of people look for a refuge for themselves, playing the game and connecting with other players in many cases, and the fan base, and so on, going through social media, connecting with people as you all here do, It's the most wonderful thing ever, to be that person that actually comes out from the game and talks to people, I don't want to be treated as an idol or something. I'm not an idol. I'm just a guy, with a voice and attitude, for the people. So, yeah, I feel complete in many cases, Yeah.
I think this is what's the whole thing is about,
Yeah.
I mean, and you mentioned earlier that you're qualified, to help people, and you can help people. I think from my experience, there are people who are very good with words, but sometimes you notice that there's a lack of truth in it. So not everyone who can, just say the words you want to hear is also the same person who means it. So I think it's more about being genuine, and we talked about this in the bed. We talked about this privately. I think what you have there is sincerity and truth, a lot of truth in what you're saying.
Yes, I think so. I'm hoping for it. Yes, I mean, there's no plan behind what I do. There's nothing, no second thing behind my attitude towards people. It's genuine. Yes. Yeah. And the most powerful energy you can ever experience is telling the truth. So if someone is real, you will feel it straight away.
Right. People can see through words, and
yeah.
I think
interactions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, how many people are in the chat?
We have around 17.
17.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That was that was a great stream, wasn't it?
For a first
Yeah.
stream,
It was
I'd
great.
say
Very nice.
you should be proud of. I mean, you should be proud of yourself and proud that you are loved by all these people. I told you this in the past, and those people here in the chat today are just a proof of that.
I'm very glad. Thank you
They
so
love
much.
you.
Yeah. It's important.
I mean, this is just, and I think this is just the beginning. We have a lot of stuff for the future. So
I promise I'm going to try to come back soon with some content here, because Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, so the Heather. Oh, so the poster for Heather was from you. Very nice. Shits a lot. Great, great. I'm happy. Still there. I had to check if the posters are still there because my son sometimes, invades my turf.
They will be sold on eBay tonight.
Get a stick figure in your picture. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
personal touch.
Yeah. Okay, it's almost 8
Uh,
o'clock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. 2 hours, which is awesome. Awesome.
How do you feel about the first stream?
It was great. It was great. I go with the flow in many cases because I'm very confident if it comes to my abilities to talk and do stuff in front of the camera. Easy.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. So, yeah.
But from a perspective where you were thinking about doing this for quite some time and you were just, questioning maybe
Yeah, it was
whether you should
great.
do it or not.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was a great occasion to do this stream today, But without the occasion, I'm not sure when would I start, and doing what. There is, I don't know how many millions of, streamers on the Twitch, So she was thinking, oh my God, gameplays again? Oh my gosh, like what? And I don't play newest games. I have a gaming PC, but it's a couple of years old. I say I can easily play Call of Duty, but the new stuff, it has to be competitively good looking on the stream. So
I can confirm that Mars will be streaming some Warzone games soon enough.
yeah, actually we were planning to do it today, but
Yeah.
the circumstances and timing, not exactly, But yeah, it will happen, and you're gonna have a lot of fun watching me playing Warzone. Jesus Christ!
Being carried to get the dub. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna love it.
I'm gonna be because I've played Call of Duty some time ago, and my level is like 36. Yeah.
A level doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that my
Yeah.
time I spend on it is not enough. I mean, not a lot. But we have to roast Swagger.
Yeah, that's something is still gonna happen because guys, you have no idea what Mars has in store for this.
You have no
cannot-
idea.
And again,
cannot
I have to
know.
say to all of you here, I have nothing against the voice actor. I don't even know who voices Swagger. I would love to know because I would love to get in touch with this guy just to perhaps make an interview with him about this whole thing. But the character in game is a roastable character. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know why. Let's do it for fun.
1v1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on Mars's social media. I think the roast is gonna happen, and I'm
Quite soon.
I'm very optimistic about the results.
Yeah, it's gonna be we're gonna start posting. We're gonna post a video in the very, very near future regarding this very subject. Yes.
And we'll see how it goes from there.
Just for fun, again. Just for fun.
Oh.
So I don't want to hear later on or read any bullshit in my comments. Let's keep it real, okay?
Yeah.
I think the internet will do its thing. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But I'd like to see the final result. As we talked about it.
I mean, we've heard it.
Yeah, we've heard it live. So.
And it's amazing.
Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. It was great. This whole stream today went fantastic. And it's all thanks to my guest here, Gabriel, Nameless
Thank
Knox. Gabriel, thank you so much for joining me today. It was
No
fantastic
problem.
that you could join us.
Pleasure.
Awesome,
Thank you for
awesome
inviting
guy
me.
you are. My goodness, never change because you have such a great energy, buddy. Such a great
Thank you.
and genuine
Thank you.
energy. Yes, this is this way to go, buddy.
Thank
And
you very
also,
much.
obviously, I would like to send a lot of love to you, my wonderful mods, to you, Jay, and to you,
Yeah.
Marvin. That's wonderful
We're
that
very glad to
you
have.
helped me with organizing this whole thing and setting it up because I would never be able to. Maybe I would be able to do it, but it would take me shitloads of time to set everything up.
I
So
think
yeah,
that's the least.
yeah. So thank you so much for doing this for me. And for the people who joined us today, I would love to send you my sincere respect and love back at you for the love you gave me. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So it's Tuesday, evening Tuesday in the UK. So is in Poland and Germany. Afternoon in the US of A. And to the rest of you people, I wish you wonderful rest of the day and or evening. And see you soon on social media. We're gonna drop
With
a
the
bomb.
roast.
Yeah, we're gonna drop a bomb soon.
Move the
Guys.
city.
Yes. See you soon, and I wish you all the best. Now, that was
Thanks for
great. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
meant a lot.
Thank you.